The Sask government is planning to privatize 40 liquor stores and open 12 new private stores. An economic assessment published by the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives reveals the true cost of the Sask government's liquor privatization proposal.
The financial implications in the future are losses of revenue in the range of $115 million over the next 5 years. And by 2020, that's going to look like about $25 million or more going forward. Well, what I've done is compare the costs of coming from the proposal to the savings from the proposal. And the savings are pretty straightforward. The SLGA wouldn't have to pay for the operating costs for the stores that it's going to close. It wouldn't have to pay the discount rates or commissions anymore to the private retailers, so there's some savings there. And it would also receive a very modest bump in revenue from the corporate income tax it would make from the private sales. And I compared that to the major costs of the proposal. And these aren't stated in the government's proposal itself, but they're fairly clearly right there when you look at the data. So one of the major costs is that the government proposes to slash the markup rates by 25% across the board. And that would be very costly for the SLGA. It currently is giving out 15.3 or 16% discount rates on markups to private retailers. And the proposal is to dramatically increase that to 25% as effectively as the new way to pay private retailers to operate in the province. And the second major cost of the proposal is that the cost of purchasing wholesale liquor, which is by far the most important cost for a liquor distribution system, would go up. And that's what we've seen happen in the only other two provinces that have gone down a similar sort of route as what the Saskatchewan government is proposing. So the main winners from this proposal would be obviously those individuals and corporations who would be taking over these liquor stores, which are very lucrative and virtually guarantee major returns year after year. I think that the SLGA could very easily attain some of the goals that are within the proposal, the government's proposal, by keeping it public and by just learning from what other provinces in Canada have done inside their public monopolies. So if the SLGA is interested in increasing convenience, they can look to Manitoba and their example, where they've opened express stores in convenient retail locations, so like within a grocery store, for instance, or within a shopping mall. Or if they're interested in increasing the selection of items, they could look to Quebec or Ontario, where they have specialty stores or specialty sections within some stores that offer those rare premium products. Almost certainly any of these options would be less expensive than what the government's proposing.